Good evening, and I think we are live. So, say hello if you can hear me. Oh, so just right here, type here. I'm not writing, I'm typing. We'll just wait for StreamYard for people to start coming on, and our beautiful Tiffy is not here quite yet. She might be sorting out her beautiful children. So how are we all? I'm just putting on some beautiful lemon myrtle to put me in a nice space to commune with you all. Hello, Holly, and thank you for your beautiful thoughts the other day. That was really nice. Hi, Lauren. I am live streaming from Melbourne in my beautiful father's apartment tonight. Usually I am streaming from Tasmania, and here comes Tiffy. And I'm usually streaming from Tasmania in my beautiful room where all my oils are. So you are with us, Tiffy. She's not quite aware, yes? Oh, she's got all the makeup on tonight, looking very spunky. I don't think I can hear you, though.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, I can now you've spoken.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, phew. I was about to be
beautiful.
like, really?
Yes. Yeah, she's here. Ta-da.
Hello.
I realised that I had not finished. I don't know. Hey, Amanda, how are you, darling? I realised that I hadn't finished setting it up early this morning. My computer was playing up and I didn't get the graphic going, so I only just did that minutes before I came on.
Well, you got it together faster than I did, so that's good
okay.
on you.
Yeah. So tonight, welcome. I'm kind of, she does look adorable, doesn't she? I wonder what's on her mind tonight. Hi, Belinda. How are you, darling? So I'm in downtown Melbourne, streaming from Melbourne. I'll just give you a little bit of what's been going on for me this week because it's been a pretty heavy-duty week for me. Hello, Nikki. How are you, darling? My father passed. I sat with my father. I don't know what night it was. Tuesday night, I think. It was just into the early hours of Tuesday morning when my father passed. He's 96 and has had an amazing, life. And so I sat with him and held his hand and fed him beer 2 nights before he passed, had my last beer with him, and he drank out of a straw and I tended to him. I might fall in a heap, but anyway, well, I'm sharing with you, but we tended to him. We fed him and, did what we could to make him comfortable. And the staff at the hospital were just amazing. So we knew that his life expectancy was not really looking very good because, when he went into hospital, he'd collapsed for 24 hours. He was a total mess. Went into hospital with a UTI, and what else did he have? Oh, and he'd had a heart attack, and he was tested positive for COVID. They put him on antibiotics, and that basically did his kidneys in. So my dad was really brave. It makes me want to talk a little bit about life in general and really expands my urge to say to everybody, make sure you are doing what you can do to get the best out of life. Make the most of it every day. And if I learn anything from my father, it is just keep on keeping on. And his motto was, you'd ring him up and you'd say, how are you, Dad? And he'd say, I'm good. Got nothing to complain about. And this was like last year after 3 months of spending time in hospital. He broke his neck last year and spent 3 months putting himself back together after that. But, when he came out, he never once said, oh, what a terrible thing it was that I had to spend 3 months in hospital. He kind of just accepted whatever came his way. He was really incredible. So my question to you is, are you doing what you want to do? And if you're not doing what you want to do, what are you doing about it? And if, we don't all operate at 100%. Life isn't on the top of the mountain overlooking the world. Life is going up the mountain, getting to the top and falling down the bottom, or falling, life is an up and down journey. And thanks to all you people who are supporting me, because a lot of you who here tonight know about my journey, and you've sent me messages or commented in our group or whatever. So, I kind of ummed and ahed about, will I go on tonight or won't I? And I just thought, if it was my dad, not much stopped him. He was a ballroom dancing, dare I say, I was going to say junkie, enthusiast. And he was a tennis enthusiast. He was a table tennis enthusiast. He was an adventurer. He was a Sagittarian. So he loved getting out and about and exploring the world. And that's right, the ups and downs. Life is like that. So what can we do? What do you do? All you lovely people commenting, what do you all do to make sure that, when you fall down, you get back up again? How's your world been this week, Tiff? That's what's happening.
Well, first of all, obviously my heart's with you. I've been thinking
Oh,
of you all week, and just on and off, just like, oh, I can't believe it. So lots of love to you and your family. But I absolutely agree with you. I like to say life is ups and downs and creamy middles.
yeah, I like
And
that.
I think, like with my mental health and PTSD journey, a really big eye opener and like a really big step forward for me was realizing that being like okay doesn't mean that like you don't feel the negative effects of things that are going on around you. It's how you respond and react and recover that's truly important to what you're going through. So like I think it's really important to like honor those things that are going on, and do the shadow work, and let those feelings come through, and like don't shut them out, or as hard as they can be at times, because they all serve an absolute purpose, and we're all human, and we're not made to just be indestructible. Sometimes it's important to have a moment to breathe, and then think about how you want to build from there. And it's actually a very empowering experience most of the time.
Mm, mm. Absolutely. And if we're not prepared to work with, that energy of becoming empowered, we can tend to fall in a heap. Whereas, it's like if you've got a young child, you feed the child, you nurture the child, you tend to their care, you tend to their needs, you educate them, all sorts of things that we do to support our children. And we just have to make sure we are in the energy of supporting ourselves. So the strength, thank you, Nikki. I actually have got a lot of strength from my online community. I think I posted about a week ago, because probably this was today, Thursday. I didn't come on last week because, I don't know, it's a blur. I think, was I already in Melbourne? Anyway, I cancelled last week's because I thought I just can't think about it. I couldn't even get it set up for Tiffy. So I kind of just went, well, okay, I'm not coming on. That's it. And you really do need to make sure that you just ride the waves. You grab a surfboard, you hop onto that surfboard. You might fall off the surfboard, but you've got to find a way to get back on. So what I'd want to know tonight about, what do you do to deal with the struggles? Now, we've got somebody was saying, should I pack up and leave? I'm not ready to go into readings. If you would like tonight, Tiffy and I are doing offering oil readings. Tiffy will get her cards there. Yes, I do. I have my oil cards here. I'm not in my normal space for those who are just joining now, but I do have just one pack of my oil cards. And yes, riding that wave. Now, what we do is we use essential oils. And so tonight, Tiffy, as someone said to me the other day, I love watching you two because I feel like I get like bang from a buck. Not that there's a buck, but we get a reading from Tiff and some oil suggestions from me. So people love, you get a little bit of both from us. And neither of us really answer particular questions, but we like to sow seeds, and we like to open the door of possibility, and we like to encourage you, like Violet, will I be moving? I personally don't do those kind of readings, but what I might do is say, well, if you want to move, what are you doing about it? Or what oil will help you to sustain yourself through the ups and downs of that tumultuous time in wanting to move. Oh, Oni, I remember when you told me about your dad. Yeah, I was struggling with my mum was dying with dementia. Oh, darling. Yes, I vaguely remember that. Absolutely. So, we've all got to support each other. I just cannot believe there are so many. Actually, my sister spoke to someone today, and about 5 or 7 people, and every one of them had something terminal or something seriously going on in their life. So, there seems to be a lot of it at the moment. And, I guess when we get older and what have you, my dad was 96 years old, and, the week before he passed, the week before, a few days before he collapsed, he heard we were coming over to Melbourne to see him, and he cooked up these great big casseroles full of food. And we sat down and enjoyed that with him. So my heart felt nourished and nurtured and comforted, because I had just seen him in his prime at 96. And, 3 weeks later, he was gone. That is life. And we need to, tread really tenderly. And I loved, there was someone earlier talking, mentioned gratitude. Laura mentioned gratitude. So, oh my gosh, Laura, care for your 80-year-old parent since 2012. You are exhausted. You would be. Absolutely. So what are you doing, Laura, to look after yourself? And that is the key. Christine, when my hubby died, I just found I had to take each day as it came. Absolutely. And Christine, that's how I've lived my life for many, many years now. It's one day at a time. And one of my mottos is I do what I can, when I can, as I can. Because we're often we're like, if life's on a treadmill, you're going, you're paddling 10 to a dozen. And, if we're worried about the future, we're not quite at the future. We have to make plans and think about it, but we can't live our life for totally where we're headed, and we can't live our life in the past. And that's where these beautiful oils come in. Anything you want to add to that, Tiffy?
Oh, I've been just rolling sayings over in my head. I'm like, oh, just let us speak a story. But yeah,
Yeah.
I like the saying, yesterday's history, tomorrow was a mystery, and
Yes.
today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. So yeah, I'm all for focusing on what you can do and what you can't do. And if there's something stressing you out, write a list. And then when you can do something about it, do something about it. Like, there's no point like staying up all night stressing about things for example. But yeah,
Yes.
I'm all for that. Like, just setting a plan, writing a list really helps me physically. Like if I've got something left
Okay.
in my
Yes.
mind, and then, and if that doesn't work, I like to then underneath each thing on my list, I'll put 3 things I can do towards making it happen.
Yes. Great ideas. And I mean, they can, and come up with just a little plan and start small. And then from little things do big things grow. And know that, like if you're planning a wedding or you're planning a birthday party, you don't do it all in one day, and it doesn't all have to happen. And it never happens according to plans. I've got a friend who was saying, oh, next time I have a party, I'm going to shut the garage door because all of you were in there, and we were in there jamming, playing drums and guitars and we had a great time all night, but she wanted us to be somewhere else. So, and, she had all these regrets, and I thought, well, but we all had a great time. It was a good party. Excuse me. Good on you, Tanya. One day at a time, one task. Laura, nature, walks, kayaking, music, focusing on what you do have. Absolutely. Now, who else? And hi, Jess. I haven't responded to your gorgeous messages, but I have seen them. Thank you. Gorgeous. Christine, exactly. But it's only a few people who say stupid things to you like, oh, you should never be over it by now. Surely you shouldn't be still crying. Well, that's no one knows what's people's emotions. Like my sister and I are very different. And she found him on the floor, unconscious. So she's had a big shock, and she's been living very close to him and supporting him very nicely. Thanks, Belinda. You have a lovely relationship with each other. It comes across beautifully in your reading. Thank you, darling. All right. So what we're going to do is going to ask you if you would like a message so that you can get on your surfboard of life, and a message from Tiffy, and I will pull an essential oil out. So let me know how you're going, and let's know what you would like. Who would like a message? I will write some names down, and we tag team. So I've got Beck Yates. Can you see the comments? Do you?
I can. I found them. Yay.
Oh, fantastic. That's great.
They were hiding.
Yes. So, you'll have to show me how to do that.
I will. No problem.
So, Chris, Rich, Porter. I'll just read some names out while Cham. Now, Tiffy and I are in, we love essential oils. We love Young Living essential oils. So these are the only oils we're referring to tonight, because they're the ones that are, what is it? They're our jam, aren't they? They have a frequency that gets us going. And look at you, Tiff. I reckon you've been lacing yourself with oils.
I have been.
I bet you
Is
have.
it showing?
Yes. Just out your energies right there tonight. So thanks for joining, everyone. If you would like to come and join our oil group, while Tiffy's reading, I'm going to go and find the link to my oil group. If you would like a half an hour wellness consultation with me, to talk about oils, I will post my Calendly link here. Just let me know when you are ready, Tiffy.
Yeah, was it Beck Yates we pulled up on the hot seat?
Yeah, Beck Yates. Oh,
yep,
better go
awesome.
back. And you've got to hang in here, please, everybody. Beck Yates, and then Chris, then Danny, Janelle. So you've got to hang in with us, because we can't do you all at once.
Beck, I wonder if maybe you're trying to complete maybe a project, or you're perhaps procrastinating about moving forward with something. And I've just got a lot of beautiful energy here about you for not being afraid to utilize your abilities and step into your power, and perhaps not questioning whether or not you have the ability to do it, because you do. You've got a lot of power, and you've got a lot to teach and a lot to offer. So it's time for you to believe that you can give it outwards. But also remember to be patient with this, because once again, Rome wasn't built in a day. So you need to be patient with yourself, and you need to be patient with circumstances that may happen around you, because everything happens so that you can grow forward. Everything has an opportunity to grow. And once you really step into your own belief of being able to overcome these obstacles, they will just become not obstacles.
Fantastic. Just writing a few more names down. And hi, Shazza. How are you, darling? I dream of getting up to visit you, but I don't know whether I will get there this trip one day. Oh, gosh. Yes, so we've got to take one day at a time, don't we? I'm going to put my link, or our link, for our essential oil wisdom group. So come and join us over there. And Beck is saying, that's great. Thank you. Fantastic, Beck. Now let's see what oil we've got for you. and it's lime. And lime oil is a beautiful oil. It's a citrus oil. It's going to be uplifting. It's going to help you stay calm and move away from feelings of being agitated. I make the time for quiet reflection is what you're being led to do. And lime oil would just help you to kind of just feel uplifted and, give you that ability to have some distance between whatever's triggering you or bothering you. If there's some discomfort, nervous energy, even I'm getting, what are you questioning? You're questioning things. So make sure that you just, down tools, cool your jets, and bring some peace and calm into your world. Violet, I do have your name up here as well.
Knew you were going to pull oils that I didn't have because you don't have your oils with you, but I'm going to sniff some stress away, which does have lime in it.
Yes, perfect. Absolutely. Tiff and I love our oils, and we love showing you how to use them. We love breathing them. We love drinking them. We love dousing ourselves. This one's called White Angelica, and it's a really nice protective oil. So if any of you have energy around you of other people that are impacting on you, White Angelica is just an absolute stunning blend to help with the energy of, you feeling like there's things coming and compounding in on you that are making you feel unstable or sucking your energy. So White Angelica is a very protective oil. I have put the link to our Facebook group in there, so you can grab that link. And Jess Miller, she's been saying some lovely things. M-grain is good for headaches. So there you go. I met Jess on spiritual events a few years ago, and she has become a great friend. We often ring each other up and have talks from Queensland to Tasmania. So Belinda Jones, Kelly Ann, I'm putting your name up here. But next we have, and Belinda Jones, next I'm going to go back to Chris Rich Porter Cham. Are you here? You're happy full buck moon. I don't know much about a buck moon, Jazza. But actually, a few nights ago when I was leaving, when my sister and I were leaving the hospital after our final goodbyes to our physical father, because he's with me in spirit all the time, so I feel so supported anyway and nurtured. So I carry that energy very much. But the other night when we left the hospital, the moon it was on its way up, and I kind of went, oh, wow, look at that stunning moon. So are you here, please? Chris Rich Porter. I'm not going to scroll back because it's too far back. So let's know. And then we'll go to Danny Blackwell. So tonight we're just going to take it easy because I'm still in the energy of my father who's passed and just a few nights ago. And we are just, encouraging you all to make sure you are saying yes to yourself in life. Actually, we were reading through my dad's, or writing his, okay, Chris is here. So we were writing, my sister and I were writing Dad's eulogy tonight. Do you know what? In my dad, he was 88 when he took his first overseas trip to the USA and Canada. And, that is such an amazing, like I knew he was, he was getting old, but when we did the maths, it looked like he was about 88. So he went to Canada. He went to New Zealand twice in his 80s, and that was the first time he'd travelled. And I'll never forget him going to New Zealand and saying, right, I'm going to hire a car. I think he wanted to hire a car in the USA, but I've got a feeling we talked him out of that. And but he hired a car in New Zealand. And I said to him, Dad, the insurance is probably going to cost a fortune. You're getting on in your years. And he said, no, I'll be right. And I rang up the insurance company and they said, no, it doesn't cost any extra, which quite blew my mind, that he didn't have to pay high insurance. So you never know what is the go. All right, Chris Rich Porter Cham. Let's see what we've got in store for you, Chris.
Chris, your cards came flying at me. They were they were ready for you. So I'm getting that perhaps you're trying to move forward with something, or maybe trying to birth a new something. And it's good time for you to step into that energy. But if you're doing so, it is potentially a good idea for you to be um, ensuring that you're stepping into it with a new energy and a light energy, and making sure that any resentment or any ill feelings from any past ventures, or even relationships, be forgiven and letting go, so that you can really step forward and explore all avenues available to you. Because I'm getting that you've got a lot of momentum behind you, and it's trying to push you to move forward and bigger. And it's time for you to just sort of let go, like when you're surfing at the beach. Just ride into that wave, get into it.
Nice, very nice. And Chris, I've got Roman chamomile, and this is like a bit of confirmation. So Roman chamomile is around making sure you're really relaxed, so that any rigidity kind of just softens and allows you to become receptive, cool, calm, and collected. Breathing in, I soften my approach. Breathing out, I am relaxed. So I hope that one speaks to you. I'm getting this message, something about the chill factor. So just make sure you've got that chill factor happening. If there's tension, you need to do some breathing. You need to grab some Roman chamomile or something that's really calming and peaceful. Even peace and calm would be a nice oil, wouldn't it, Tiff? As
I was
well.
just looking for that, actually. I think it's in my handbag.
And hello, Miranda. How are you, darling? I've put you on the list. You'll have to wait. We're going to move on to Denny Blackwell now. Yeah, that is amazing, isn't it, Belinda? My dad was quite an adventurer, and we even talked about Danny. Are you here, darling? The other thing we talked about. My dad was being a Sagittarius. He was quite a people person, or if not Janella Barrett, or if not Violet. So he, in all the houses we lived in, he put gates between the neighbours' fences, and he was, mum and dad were very, very social people, and the policy was the door was always open for people to come and have a cup of tea. I think times are changing a little bit or a lot, but it paid off in many ways. In that friendship support, if you went away or someone had to feed the dog or whatever it was. But the neighbours behind us, we had a fence, we had a gate in the fence. Oh no, when these beautiful Italian family moved in, and they put a swimming pool in their backyard, and it was fantastic because we got to swim in their swimming pool and use that. So I had to clean it, if they were away. So and it was an in-ground swimming pool. And I mean, this is when I was a teenager. It's a long time ago now. Nudge, nudge. And, it was just amazing that, when you open your heart and when you have that beautiful, when you want to give of yourself, it comes back, and it might not come back immediately. It might not come back in the form you'd like it to come back, but it will come back from the universe somewhere. Yeah, well, we've been sitting thinking, Belinda, about all our beautiful times in the days gone by. Okay, well, I'm not getting any messages from all these people, so I'm just going to go straight to Belinda. Danny's, I'm not sure whether you're there, or Janella. Violet, you will be next. So get ready to say, yes, I'm here. So Belinda, we're going to go with you, and we'll see what we've got for you in store. I was definitely lucky. My parents, because they were community minded, meant we had monthly gatherings with the badminton club, or we used to have holidays with beautiful people. And all right, so I'll come back to you, Janella, after Belinda. Kellyanne.
Belinda, are there new things blooming in your life? I'm getting a lot of blooming, and I think I've read for you before and had this in a different part of the spread. Um, I'm a lot of beautiful desires and happiness coming in for you. Just making sure that you are like ready to receive and open to receive and having love in your heart so that you can accept the love that's coming your way. Making sure to take care of your body and finding new and healthy ways to do things that aren't serving for you. I've got that you have a lot to start giving out and a lot of things to start teaching and stuff. And it's a really important to once again be taking care of your vessels so that you are able to deliver these things without draining yourself. You need to make sure that cup is full so that you can reap these harvests and fully like enjoy these beautiful bloomings coming into your life.
Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? So if you've got your intentions out, everybody, full moon, you know, who wants to become expansive? Are you open to receive? Do you think you deserve things? And yes, Laura, I've put you on the list. Beverly, I've added you. We're going to go with, oh no, Belinda. Sorry, I've got to finish Belinda here tonight. And if something happened tomorrow and you were wiped off this earth, what is it that you might wish that you had accomplished? Because, you know, life is for the living. For you, Belinda, we've got the everlasting or the helichrysum. And the helichrysum comes from a flower that we called everlasting. And it grows in rocky paddocks, rocky ground. Adaptation creates movement and flow. So you're somebody who survives through the thick and thin of life. You've got that ability to be adaptable. You might be feeling a little bit challenged at the moment. And I've just put your comment up here, if you do need to be healthier, what are you doing? And what would you recommend, Tiffy? Essential oils, do you think?
Oh, every time, absolutely. They can assist whatever health goal you have. They are absolutely a wonderful tool to have to assist your journey, no matter what it is, really.
And that's a beautiful segue for me to talk to you about essential oils. I like to educate people on essential oils and tell you, hey, Kylie, how are you, darling? Thanks for your love. And talk to you and tell you about Young Living, because these oils have the most beautiful vibration. They're nothing like I had ever experienced until I opened up a wholesale account with Young Living. And I started to notice some amazing changes through my journey with these oils. And when you use a pure essential oil like we have with Young Living, it's organic, it's sustainably sourced, it comes from our company's farms all around the world. What happens is they support the natural functions of our body. If you have an oil that is adulterated, you will be potentially opening the door for illness, opening the door to put you out of your kilter. So make sure that you have a conversation with me or with Tiff, and we can help you get access to these beautiful oils. And come and join our oil group. You'll have to scroll back up. We have an oil group, actually, or it's down here, called Kay's Essential Oil Wisdom. And I've opened the door for a few spaces next week if anyone would like a conversation. The week afterwards, I'll be a lot freer, but you can find me on Facebook, message me and friend request me, and we can have a chat and talk about a time for us to get together. So, Belinda, I hope that helped. The everlasting, called helichrysum, it's time for you to get adaptable and get immobilized so that you're kind of not stuck in in the one space. Okay, Violet, we'll come back to you. I'm going to Janella. Where are we? Where is Janella? Here we go. I'm here. So I'm assuming you will still be here. And then we'll go to Violet, then Shazza, my beautiful Shazza. And I've got a Carolyn, but I can't remember your surname. I didn't write that down. Then I've got Kellyanne, Christine Bosworth, Miranda. Thanks, Shazza. Kellyanne, Julianne Carter, Laura, and Beverly. So what have we got for Janelle? Janelle, is it? Janelle. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just trying to read that, make sure. Janelle, lovely. I've got that it's time for you to really allow your true self to shine and just like really step into that uniqueness that you have to offer. You've got a lot of success in a project that perhaps you're already on, or perhaps something that you're thinking of beginning. You've got a lot of really good a positive shift and like successful new directions. A lot of success has come through in this reading. So whatever it is you're like going for, it is really time to just be yourself and do it, because it's your time. Your time is coming. Are you going to step up to the plate and do it, or are you going to step back and let it slide? Because
the power's in your hand, Janelle. Oh, and this is interesting. So you've got black pepper, acceptance or denial. So maybe Tiffy's on the right track here. I choose to be accountable for my thoughts, my feelings, my actions, and my words. And black pepper is a great oil for the feet because it gets you going. It gets you going. So I feel great excitement for you and great potential once you move into accepting your power and moving away from some denial. Maybe you've kind of you're playing in the shadows is what I'm getting for you, Janelle. I don't work health. Oh, you got health problems. Okay. Well, have a conversation with us because actually I was talking to someone last night on a little group webinar that we do, and she had some health issues, and she's actually got some of these oils. She's just new to it. And she said, I feel like using oils is like a Band-Aid. And I suggested an oil that was going to help her or could help her. And she sent me a message this morning. Oh, my God, I did what you told me to do. And my issue just disappeared. And she's been grappling with this particular issue for months. And, she's just thinking, just smelling an oil and putting it on, it's not really getting to the heart of the problem. But these oils can shift our energy. They help to balance our endocrine system. They help to balance all our body bring our body back into balance. And that's when everything else starts falling into place. Oh, Kellyanne, lovely. So that's you, Janelle. Hope that happened. Now we're moving to Violet Basil. Kellyanne, did you want reading? And Carolyn Thomas, yes, I did write your name down. Where are we going? Violet Basil.
Violet, for you too, darling, I'm getting it's really time to just, let your true self take control and really stand up for your beliefs. Perhaps it's time for you to be a little bit more assertive with what you want and how you'd like things to really go and be around you. I really get that that's going to help you step into perhaps a new place of happiness, whether that be a physical or emotional, physical, spiritual place. That's up to you. But making sure that you're putting your prayers and your affirmations out there so that they can be fully realized, and really making sure to honor yourself, because that's where respect comes from. If you don't have it for yourself, nobody's going to know how to love you. You've got to show people how to love you.
Okay, and I've got nutmeg, and that's the oil for revitalization and to help you move on from feeling conquered. Do you look at the bright side of life, Violet, or do you look at are you looking through dark glasses? Are you looking for the pearls of wisdom in your situation? I am revitalized by my inner flame. So it's time for you to light that inner flame and to walk with it and to become expansive. Yeah, doesn't she, Shazza? I'm wondering where she's going tonight or what she's got planned.
Just a few casual drinks.
Oh, no, you look like you're in the mood for a little bit of a party going on.
Yeah, I figured I didn't have as much time to get ready after, so
Oh, good
y'all
on
got
you.
lucky.
Well, have one for my dad. Actually,
I'll
after I
have
hop
one
off,
for him for sure. Absolutely.
I might have a beer for my dad when I hop off, or I'm going to raid his port cupboard. I love it. All right, so let's go to Shazza
Beautiful,
now.
Shazza. Thank you, darling.
You can follow Shazza. She said she's having a what do you call it? Oh, hang on, hang on. We just have to get rid of this crock of nonsense here. Somebody's trying to steal our show, baby. So I will deal with that. Who are we going to? They just can't help themselves. How can they? So here's Shazza. I'll have one for Dad. Good on you, Shaz. I thought you might. God, I'm like, you're so close and yet you're so far away. I don't have to swim across the water. I'm just in Melbourne. Hey, Zeet. How are you, darling? So what have we got for Shaz?
So Shaz, I'm getting that you've been sowing a lot of seeds, and perhaps you're wondering if it's all been worth it at the moment. And I can tell you that I'm getting that a lot of abundance is about to be coming your way, and that you just need to be trusting and following through with yourself and your true individual energy. And um, I'm getting that possible shift in idea or perspective might be useful to moving forward and growing, and yeah, lots of positive success and abundance coming in for you, darling. You just need to
Yes.
make sure that you're welcome to receive it.
Lovely. And I've got a cistus. Cistus is the oil for you. And that's an oil, it's one of the rescue remedy herbs. So it's to help any feelings of shock, trauma, and it will help to restore you back to your true essence. And it says here, every experience is a great teacher. So if you've got something that's pulling at your heartstrings or making you feel vulnerable, just remember through that there is great potential for you to learn and move through it. So that's for you. And yeah, have one for my dad. I'm sitting right next to his port cupboard, so good on you, Shazza. All right, now we've got Carolyn Thomas. And hello, Kylie. I'll definitely pull an oil for you. I'm in Melbourne, Kylie. I'm going to Williamstown this weekend. Now, are any of you in Sydney? Because next Friday I will be in Sydney, right in near Darling Harbour. There is a Young Living. Are you coming, Tiff? Have you booked?
I'm still
I'm not sure whether you can still get a ticket yet.
yeah,
But
no, I haven't checked that, but I'll have to check that myself.
okay.
Things have been a bit wild back here.
Yeah, I know you've had a lot going on, darling. So, sorry, who are we going to? Where was I? Yes, I'm in Sydney next Friday. Carolyn Thomas, where are you? Or was it Carolyn Allen? Someone called out a Carolyn Thomas.
There's a Carolyn Thomas here.
Yes, I'm here. Here she is.
Wonderful.
Oh, we have Scotland in the house. Fantastic. Miranda, I do have your name. Carolyn Thomas, Kellyanne, if you're still here, Christine Bosworth, and then Miranda.
Carolyn, I'm getting that like everything's okay. Everything's going to work out in a beautiful way. Perhaps it's just time for you to, make sure that you're giving yourself that positive talk and that those affirmations and that reassurance that you need, and reaching out for it if you need outer sources, because sometimes, it's not enough to just do it on your own. Having patience with yourself and those around you, and allowing yourself to really just break through those boundaries that are coming around you, and really just putting out what you want, and being, assertive about it, and standing up for yourself, and just letting those beautiful things roll out without I'm getting like it's not my circus, not my monkeys. I love that saying. And if it's
Mm.
out of your hands, just let it go, let it be. Give yourself a little bit of love and a little bit of patience, and things will just work out beautifully.
Yeah. Um, and I've got sage for you, Carolyn. It's for the wise. Are you in the energy of feeling like you don't have a knowing? Sage brings in your ability to stand in your wisdom, a good cleansing oil. My heart and wisdom mind are one. So, just bringing you into that fullness of you. And if you're riding that roller coaster that women do each month, sage is a really nice oil. I love using it, adding it to my salad dressings and to my food as well. So,
Yum.
no, Beverly, where are you? You're on the list. So we're just taking it really easy tonight in the grace of my beautiful father. So we are moving on to Kellyanne. Kylie, if you're a germ ball, have you got that thieves, dousing yourself with your thieves, and you've got lots of oils. So if I were you, Kellyanne, I would be putting Kylie, every oil on your feet that you've got. Let me know. Send me a message if you want to have a chat, because we can do that after this. Kellyanne, what's going on with you, darling? Oh, good on you, Carolyn. Lovely. But remember, you've got to grab these oils so you don't slide down that mountain. These oils help your vibrations to stay upbeat and pure. And I wouldn't be sitting here doing this if I didn't have my oils. Now, I anointed my father. I was in the room on my own with him for a couple of hours before he passed, and I anointed him with oils. It was just such a beautiful experience. He was unconscious, but they help with that transition as well. It's been a
And it's a
hard year,
sacred
darling.
practice, really, too. So, it hasn't been respected for hundreds and thousands and tens of thousands of years for no reason. So it's
Mm,
absolutely
mm,
beautiful to be able
yeah,
to have something that is just has so much history behind it. Is truly amazing, and it just makes
yeah.
it a beautiful experience as well.
Nice. And, Shaz is using her thieves and Kelsey bugs. Hey, Kelsey, a Tasmanian friend from down the road, loving my thieves and clove on my feet, especially working in the healthcare. Absolutely. And that's what I've been doing, because I've been in and out of hospitals where COVID's everywhere. And I'm managing to stay, fit and healthy, because I am looking after my health and well-being. All right, what have we got for Kellyanne?
Kelly, I'm getting new bloomings, new blossomings,
Ooh,
newness in your life. Perhaps it's already coming your way, perhaps you're stepping into it, perhaps it's what you're craving. Whatever the situation may be, I'm just getting that you need to, trust yourself, and perhaps even get moving yourself, and make sure that you're actioning these things that you want. Otherwise it's just not going to happen for you. You really need to trust you and follow through with these plans that you're making, and there's a lot of success available to you. You just need to have the plan in place. Whatever it is that you're after, babe, go for it.
Yep, absolutely. So it's good to see some of our early family popping in and giving us what you love about oils. It's fantastic. So what's happened for me over the last year, more than a year, couple of years, I think. I meet people on spiritual events, and you become part of our oil community, and it's just so beautiful. So, Kellyanne, I've got sandalwood for you, and that's a great one for helping to change those old thought patterns, to release the negativity, those feelings of being entrenched, and it will help you to be reflective, and will open up the doors for new answers, and for solving and getting solutions, supporting the meditative state that is so nurturing and supportive. Okay, now I've got to tick off these people. We have Christine Bosworth. You are next. Are you still here, Christine? Let us know. I'm just going to put on some gratitude. What are you dousing yourself with there?
I don't have sandalwood like you just pulled,
Sandalwood.
but I immediately just went for cedarwood, which is another one I love.
Yep, very nice. Thank you very much, Kellyanne, and the lovely Christine Bosworth. You are here. I feel like singing the song, We Are Sailing. What's happening? Are you going on a journey, Christine? And then we've got Miranda. These oils are like a nest. They cushion us through the myriad of life's adventures, highs, lows, health and vitality, vibrations, open our spirituality. I love your way with words, Jess.
I was going to say that has to be Jess.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Or Zeta, that's possible too. But
oh, yeah, Zeta. Zeta's too busy sharing and tagging people. No, she's been saying some nice things. I'm going away beginning of next month to see my mum. Beautiful.
I want to go see my mum.
Yeah, I know you want to go and see your mum. So who are we up to? Christine, we haven't done you yet, have we?
Christine, lovely. It's time for you perhaps to make sure you're like taking time to ground and making sure that you've got a really strong foundation of like where you're going, what you want, where you're heading, making sure you have the resources, the information and the connections if necessary. When you come from a really beautiful, grounded, centered place, when you leap forward, you're able to like gain the force behind you and really leap forward and bounds. It's time for you to really be honest about what you're going to want and desire, and setting those boundaries, and really releasing your personal essence and healing power into whatever it is that you've got going on.
Fantastic. All right, we're going to have to speed it up a bit to get through a few because we've only got 7 minutes left. Not well, we've still got a few minutes, but we've got lots of people. We've got thanks everyone for supporting us. This is beautiful. I'm just trying to be a bit gentle and not rush tonight. So for you, Christine, I've got Ray and Sarah. Oh no, sorry, that's for the next. I've got Fennel for you, and it's complete or unfulfilled. Which are you? Which court are you in? I complete what I begin, and fennel oil is going to support your feelings of getting on with that journey. What is your journey? And there is things for you to do. So fennel will help with that journey. So the next person we have is the lovely Miranda Ross, all the way from South Australia.
Neighbours.
Yeah. Miranda, where is she? Are you still here, darling? She was not that long ago. And then we've got Kellyanne, Julianne Carter, Laura, Beverly French, and Carolyn Allen. So hang in,
Another
people.
Kellyanne.
Yeah. So, are you still here, Miranda? Now we get to the stage where I just pick someone's name I can see. But just keep letting it. Julianne Carter. Yes, Miranda, and then Julianne Carter.
Miranda, darling, it's time to once again get moving, whether it be physically or like emotionally and mentally. It's a good time for you to just really start letting the momentum behind you push you forward. You've got beautiful opportunities and success coming your way, but it's time for you to make sure that you're healing, your heart of old hurts, and making sure that you let go of any old pain and resistance that you may be carrying with you through into these ventures. I'm getting a little bit of a shift in energy might be necessary and possible to make that possible to obtain, but you've got that all within your abilities, and it's not it might seem daunting, but once you get through it, you're just going to be like, oh, my bad.
My bad. Okay, fantastic. Yes, Carolyn, I do have your name, Carolyn Allen, and I have chosen ginger for you, Miranda. And the message is, I am sustained in every moment. Are you feeling actually sustained, or do you feel depleted? So ginger's going to warm up the cockles of your heart and get you going. Great one for happy. How do I say it? Happy digestion. It's that warming oil, nice spicy oil to put in a cup of tea. And I know, Miranda, if you want to reactivate your account, you can do that quite easily. So ginger oil for you. All right, so I've got Kellyanne now. Let's see if we can. And hello, Brenda, from all the way over there in the USA. So Kellyanne, I think I just did see you here. Where did I see you? Love ginger. Good on you, darling. You hear Kellyanne, Julie Carter, Laura, Beverly, or Carolyn? Let's see. Carolyn Allen, you're still here? Hang on. I've got you last on my list, but let's go with Carolyn because, no, here's Julie. Sorry, Carolyn, I'll come to you. I won't miss you out. We'll go to Julie.
Oopsies.
Having a cackle there?
I just sprayed them of half across the room. It's all good. Back in action. So beautiful, Julie.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Shazza.
It's time for you to really just allow yourself to love yourself and let your love shine and allow any love that's coming into your life to come into your life and to close off any unhealthy situations or habits that you might be, we do it all. Sometimes we accidentally have these habits that we just keep falling into. It's time for you to really just shut those doors and let the new doors open. I'm getting movement into a new beautiful place for you, whether that be physically or, on an emotional, spiritual realm. And once you get rid of all that extra baggage, you're going to have the ability to step through these doors that are opening for you.
Okay, fantastic. And I've got Vevita, and that's the one that's going to give you this quiet assurance. If you're feeling threatened, Vevita is the message is my heart's blossom with quiet assurance. Now, Vevita is the calming oil. Are you kind of, racing 10 to a dozen and feeling like it may be like you're chasing your tail? Yes, Vevita, absolutely. So my heart's blossoms with quiet assurance, a great oil to put around your big toe if you're finding it really you need to bring your energy down and you need your, a calming mind. Hey, Trevi. So another beautiful Taswegian has joined the club tonight. So, excuse me. Laura, let's see what we've got in store for the lovely Laura.
Lovely Laura.
Beautiful, Julie. And remember to come and find us in K's Essential Oil Wisdom. Come and join our community. We are creating a community of sustaining each other, supporting each other, uplifting each other, and raising our vibrations through Young Living Oils, through our common interest of these gorgeous oils. So we have to be really quickly. We've got 1 minute to go.
Lovely Laura. Making sure to once again nurture your beautiful vessel. You've only got one of these, and it's when you take care of this, other things become easier as well. Making sure also to do the shadow work and the healing and releasing any old resentment and triggers that you may have. And also making sure to rest enough. You've got a lot of desires, I'm feeling, that maybe you feel like aren't coming into fruition, and that's maybe feeling a bit tiring. So making sure to listen to those needs, taking care of yourself, and knowing that your desires are within your reach. You just need to have a little bit of faith, and once again, patience.
Nice. And I've got let go and let be, and it's German chamomile. Always that calming in the chamomiles. Do you feel imposed upon? because if that's what you're feeling, you will find the feeling of freedom when you kind of just let that go and let be. I don't think you need to push. I think it's a time for you to just chillax and open the doors for things to come your way. So that's for you, lovely Laura. Now, Beverly French, perfect. Thank you so much. Fantastic. So please remember, if you do not have Young Living oils, it's time you did, because these oils are life-changing. And Beverly, I know Beverly has Young Living as well. And great, Laura. Thanks for joining us. Beverly, what have we got here? And then Carolyn Allen, are you here in the house with us tonight?
Beverly, once again, breaking those old toxic habits that aren't serving you anymore, letting go of things that no longer bring you joy, and allowing that extra space in your life to let those new things come in, and using that as a time to uplift your thoughts and focusing on those personal affirmations to make sure that you're attracting in those desires and not manifesting things that aren't going to serve your higher purpose.
Fantastic. And I have got bergamot as to help those feelings of sadness and to give you encouragement. As my heart opens, love and light enter. Now, beautiful Shazza from the Love Light, what is it? Light Love Healing with Shazza Rowland has suggested I should go on into my group. And so we're not time restricted. I would love to say, yes, come on over into my group. I won't do that tonight, but one day I will. But usually probably won't happen next Wednesday because I'm in Melbourne and we're having Dad's service on the Thursday. But we do get together in my group and talk oils and all sorts of things. So do come and find us. Carolyn Allen, very quickly, one quick lucky last one, because whoever's coming on next will be trying to bump us off. Thanks, Beverly.
Carolyn, you too are getting this energy of you need to just stop trying so hard to control those things around you, and maybe taking a little bit of time to reflect on the do's and the don'ts and the unnecessary things that perhaps you're stressing yourself out with. Taking the time to cleanse that from your life, cleanse yourself, cleanse that energy, and once again jumping into that momentum to move forward, giving yourself the love that you need to step into the beautiful new ventures that you, or just energy that you want to have around you.
Beautiful. And I've got rosemary for you. It's for those times where you feel stuck and you've lost your creativity. And your affirmation is, I am the very essence of creation. And I think we can all take that message with us. What a beautiful note to end on. We know that when we have these messages, they're not just for the person we're talking to. We are collectively learning and collectively supporting each other. And grab some beautiful oils. Yum. Hey, Maria. I'm going to see Maria in a week. But we're just about to jump off. There'll be somebody else joining us. Come and find us in the Wisdom group. I've just grabbed the link. And if you would like a one-on-one consultation, send me a message and we will have a conversation. Tiff, thanks for joining us. Make sure that you limit your little couple of drinks tonight, or have plenty of water in between. You have a beautiful evening. She says, do I really have to? Anyway, have a great night, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Lots of love from my heart to you. Oil up and get happy. And from Tippy, enjoy.
Lots of
Bye,
love.
everyone. Thank you.